Hi. This is a second video that I'm doing, partly in response, but also mostly to talk about something else, which is a part of the other one that I did, the True False Loneliness video, which I did. And before I go any further, I would like to express my thanks to all those who have taken a look at it, and certainly to those who have left very encouraging and positive and supportive comments on it. To my absolute surprise and amazement, the TFL video I did, for me, that's what it's called, it's been up a couple of months now, around about, and it's already had 1,100 or more views. To me, when it gets to 1,000, when a video gets to 1,000, anything to do with 1,000 is pretty serious numbers. When I saw it growing in number in the first week or two when I did it, or when I uploaded it, I was staggered by that, because it meant it was getting like how many views a day or a week, I didn't know, and there were several comments being left on it, mostly positive. And yeah, I wanted to extend again, once more, my thanks to all those who did leave those comments and who have looked at it and expressed their admiration for me opening up so honestly on it. So thanks to all those of you, know who you are, who did that. Much appreciated. It's nice to know I'm not so alone with it, suffering it or whatever. But with this one, what I wanted to speak about was the other side of it. What I mostly spoke about, I think, possibly was the spiritual, the emotional, psychological side of a lonely existence, being without a partner for most of your life, or all of your life. In this one, I may not do it as well, I don't know, but I'm going to give it a go. It's obviously the physical side which I want to discuss in this. This is all about touch. And before you probably think or assume anything, I don't mean sex. No, that is not what I'm talking about with this. What I'm talking about is a basic human need, which of course when you suffer TFL you don't get, and that is basic human touch. There are basic needs for humans, right? Obviously, hunger. When you're hungry, you eat. Of course you do. And when you're thirsty, you drink. You know, it's a human need. You know, there are of course physical needs which you have to satisfy. There's another one, which I think is just as important: companionship. We all want someone to speak to occasionally. You know, humans are social creatures, right? So there's companionship, and that need to speak to someone, right? Whether it's a partner or whether it's a group of friends or whatever. Yeah. There's possibly been several stories over the years about the need for that, you know, the need for interaction, the need for social interaction, yeah? So it is a basic human need for companionship, someone to speak to. Then there's, of course, the need for basic human touch. Partly what I mean by that is when you're with a partner, of course, you possibly, not everyone, but it's possibly taken for granted, you know? If you're used to being with someone, if you are with someone for a long time, you know, you can probably appreciate it occasionally, you know. It's like, yeah, when you like hold hands, when you hug, cuddle each other, stroke each other, you know, in public or, you know, like obviously dressed or maybe in private, when you're making love. That's when touch comes into it, of course, but that's on a far more intimate basis. The stroking of skin. Skin is such possibly an underrated part of the body, because every part of human skin is sensitive, isn't it? I may have never had a partner, I may have never had a sexual partner, I may have never experienced a relationship, but I do know one thing, and that is that kind of intimacy. I mean, that the skin is responsive. You know, you can just stroke any part of the body and you would respond. You know, a partner would respond. It's like, yeah, that feels nice, I like that, or I enjoyed that, yeah. So that is just basic human touch. And over the years, the only, well, I've not ever had that, obviously. I mean, I know what it feels like to be stroked by a partner, to have experienced that kind of affection, that kind of physical contact. You know, must be wonderful. And, you know, I say, you know, great for those who have experienced it and do enjoy it over, you know, long time, you know. You know, don't ever take that for granted. Believe me, it's something that a lot of us, maybe, well, me included, may never have. I mean, I don't know, but it's must be a truly wonderful thing, you know. Like I say, yeah, that basic human touch is also what you don't get, or what you never get if you've experienced TFL for so long, you know. And yet again, I don't mean sex. Sex is one thing, making love is another. Touch is just a basic human thing, you know. Touch can be just, like I say, the holding of hands, the when you first meet, the, you know, the affectionate stroking of the arm, or whatever it may be, you know, touching the face when you're kissing or whatever. That's basic human touch. And that is the physical side of TFL, which also starves you of something which many other people have probably had much experience of. You know, and when you haven't had it, it kind of, if you haven't experienced that kind of thing, it causes a lot of frustration, obviously. Does also cause possibly a lot of misplaced anger. It's like, well, why can't I experience this? What's going on? What's wrong? What have I done to not ever have this? You know. So the anger and the frustration, obviously, over the years, it builds up. But what do you do with it? You know, it does annoy you with it, there's not a lot you can do with it, or there's not a lot you can do about it apart from get out. Oh, and by the way, one of the comments on the other video made me laugh actually. Suggested that I join a walking group, maybe where I can meet some nice woman. I'm way ahead of you. I've actually joined a walking group at the library. So yeah, I'm there already, and I've actually gone on this walking group. I've joined them like for a 7th time last week. So I'm doing it. The only time I didn't do it a couple of weeks ago is because I was coming back from Glasgow, so I couldn't then. But yeah, I am doing that. So I'm putting in the effort. You know, I'm trying, doing something to try and get it. But yeah, that's what I'm speaking about right now and trying to express. If I'm doing it very good, or even if I'm doing a good job in it, in speaking about the need for basic human touch. But that's what this is. And of course, over the years, the only examples that I've seen, of course, apart from seeing people in the street, obviously. I don't mean intimately. I mean, walking together, touch of hands, and that kind of thing. Is any time I've seen or thought about it or seen examples of it is, of course, in films. When you get couples stroking, touching, that kind of build up, and it's like, yeah, that must be wonderful. Must provide such a wonderful romantic build up to something more intimate, And I do love erotic thrillers. I watch them quite a lot, and I'm also trying to write one, which is on the back burner kind of thing, because I'm working through another project at the moment. But yeah, these erotic thrillers that I've looked at, they've kind of provided me with the only examples that I've ever seen, in terms of touch. One of my favourite things in the world is woman lying on her tummy, possibly with scenes where back's being stroked, and I look at these scenes and I think, yeah, must be wonderful, must be great to be able to actually experience that physically, But yeah, touch is such a really strong daily, basic human need, like communication, like interaction with other people, eating, drinking, that kind of thing. That's a physical need more, really. But yeah, there is that need, and yeah, when you've suffered TFL for most of your life, like myself, it's something that you kind of, you don't really know about, If you never experienced that, then it starves you, I've basically been starved of that basic human touch, that basic affection, which doesn't exactly fill me with the greatest of joy again. Fills me with a lot of frustration, fills me with a lot of misplaced anger, Not mad at anyone, well, not anymore anyway. Don't know what I'm mad at, really. I'm more at peace with it now, yeah, maybe, but it doesn't go away. That basic human need is still, that basic need for me is still there, and hopefully one day would be nice if it was satisfied. I don't know. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. I don't know. But I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what's out there or in the future for me or whatever. So I will just try and hang in there and accept it the way it is at the moment, But yeah, the need for basic the need for touch will always obviously be there. Possibly much like the need for meeting that someone special. So yeah, I don't know if I've done a decent job with this video talking about touch, but hopefully I've come close and made it as open and honest as I made the other one. But well, this is the best I can do. So again, yeah, once again, thanks to all those who have responded so favourably to the other video, much appreciated. I hope this has come close to being just as good and providing an understanding about the physical need as well. But yeah, I guess that's all I've got to say about that. So hopefully I might even make another one. You know, we'll see if I've got anything more to say about it. But till then, thanks a lot, and maybe see you again.